Every day, the darkness grows ever closer. It encroaches deeper and deeper into our world, pouring into everywhere it can find. That's pretty normal, though. That's just how being in, like, late fall, early fall, it's how the fall season works. And it's gonna keep working like that until the solstice. Anyway, I'm Pysythe, and this is The Dark Herald by Delitaru. It is recommended to have monobars on and use the mouse scroll wheel to adjust the camera frequently. Well, this should be interesting then. Somewhere in a vast, desolate desert. There is no turning back. Seems like I'm slowly losing HP, and this place is horrible. It looks cool. These shadow guys are visually interesting. But also, fuck. Barely. Oh, that's not good. Run, 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 run. Run.
My work is not done.
The darkness returns to you.
I'll play alone.
Okay, so I am Dulcia Natiana, the Dark Herald. And I do not have strength, agility, intelligence. We've got magic, speed, and energy.
You thought of that?
And we've got a pretty strong attack, but seems to be getting slowed down by something. So energy is our mono-regen. Magic gives damage, summon HP, and skill healing, and speed is move and attack speed, and learn aspects. Aspects are different parts of an element's power, and is the Dark Herald source of magic. He has the rare ability to coalesce aspects into a form that one can wield, invoking their magics or summoning familiars to aid her. So I can get the Dark Void or Nightmare aspect. Those are all pretty edgy. Let's go for Nightmare. And I can't get the other one, so I don't have any skill points. So, Nightmare Aspect. So I can put this in my inventory slots, and moving it around moves the ability. That's really cool. That is excellent. Very interesting tech there.
I'll play alone.
And I can click to begin summoning a unit from this aspect, or I can use Nightmare, which puts an enemy to sleep and they take damage while they're asleep. If the enemy wakes up, it howls, and if the enemy dies, Nightmare transfers. Doesn't seem to do very much to bosses, though it's just minus 15% speed. These guys look all pretty normal, but they're also fleeing. I don't think these people like me very much, and I'm not sure why.
That was my plan.
Like, are they just afraid of blue people? Because if so, that seems like a personal issue.
You thought of that? I've got a good feeling about this. I'll play alone.
Those flowers look cool. I wonder if they mean anything.
This was always
I bet they're just cool flowers.
You thought of that? I've got a good feeling about this.
So what does this do? Not enough power.
My plan.
I will give you one chance to surrender, evil one. Call upon us.
I'll play alone. That was my plan.
Okay, so now I can use the Nightmare aspect. And that gets me Dream Eaters, which do not deal damage. Instead, they steal HP from the target and enemies affected by Nightmare. So they do deal damage, just in a different way. Shields up, okay. I don't see how that will help you, but by all means, keep trying. So I can summon until my power is full. Power is this thing. My power grows. That seems to be a consequence of me having leveled up. So I need power. It also says something about control. What kind of resources control? Well, I suppose now I can get the void aspect, which will eventually let me summon void beings and void rip. Rips a hole in reality that devours low HP enemies, dealing 80 damage but dies if the enemy survives. It senses when enemies in 110 range can be killed, reaching out with a tendril to pull them in. Each enemy devoured adds +4 bonus damage and +1 damage permanently. And while a void rip is active, using the ability relocates the void hole. Interesting. That seems fascinating in the way that's also kind of a pain in the ass, because you're constantly being paranoid about, oh, how can I get more and more value out of this? Plus, it kind of expects you to, like, set things up so a lot of guys are at low HP at the same time. And then I can do this. Oop. Oh, I see. So it's not permanent for me. It's permanent for the void hole. So if I mess it up even once, I lose all of that accumulated bonus damage. Unless that's not how it works. I guess we'll find out.
Was my plan. I've got a good feeling about this.
We've got more guys.
How will this benefit me? Drown in your terror.
Let's wear them all down slowly.
I have such plans for you.
And let's drag everyone into the hole.
Always the plan.
Excellent. That is
I must hunt.
a pretty good hole.
That was my plan.
And now I've got this, so let's summon the Void Being and see what that does. Void Grasp binds an enemy, dealing damage per second at the cost of mana and pulling it in. Okay. And I have... So there's some kind of custom autocast thing going on. Nightmare aspect? I guess I've got 2 of these now.
How will this benefit me?
So, do I have a quest? I don't.
I've got a good feeling about this. This was all
Kill her.
Drown in your terror. Oh, I hate resorting to violence. Drown in your terror. You thought that? Okay. You thought of that?
It's so hard to not kill things so I can pull them into the hole.
This was always the plan. I'll play alone. I've got a good feeling about this.
Maybe I just don't think about the hole anymore.
I've got a good feeling about this. This was
She must not reach the castle.
my work is not done. I'll play alone.
Notably, these units have a lot less HP than you'd normally expect. Let's just lose the hole. I want to see what happens if I lose the hole, and I've dropped another void aspect. I'm just accumulating aspects.
That was my plan.
Okay, so that indeed means the hole has had its
I must hunt
Actually, I'm not sure what's going on with the hull. Maybe the permanent damage is in fact permanent, and it's the bonus damage that goes from hull to hull. Let's get another Void guy. These guys are intensely expendable, so doing the pullback micro might not even be worth it. I wonder if we can get more max mana from anywhere, because my ability to burst out a bunch of spells isn't that good. Alternatively, I could kite low health enemies into the hole, but for the king! And now this guy dropped yet another nightmare aspect. Why are these guys dropping so many aspects? Look, another nightmare. You have come here to die, Dark One. Disagree.
My work is not done. I've got a good feeling about this.
Let's just get rid of all the extraneous aspects. I don't feel like we need more. Oh, ow. Do not move, Dark One. His Highness prefers you brought in alive. Fast.
I've got a good feeling about this.
We are done here, men.
My plan. How will this benefit me?
Let me kill. Take her away. At last, the threat is over.
Play along. This was always the plan.
Oh. Avatar. Need a holiday. Use on an aspect to become an avatar. The embodiment of that element's power. Luckily, I'm only 1 day from retirement. While an avatar, your attack is empowered, and you also have abilities from that element, which are also enhanced with additional effects. So...
You thought of that?
What? I don't know. Cast things, cast things. Summons a locust that pulses with darkness every 3 seconds, dealing 20 damage and blinding. If there are no enemies, instead, shrouds enemies, giving invisibility and HP per second. Alright, I'm the Avatar of Darkness. Ultimate.
I'll play along. That
I am
was
ready
my
to fight for my king.
This was always the plan.
And I am ready to summon more dudes because you killed all of mine.
The eternal night.
Are you scared, witch? Little bit. You do have 4,000 hit points. Assist me.
You thought of that? Drown in your terror.
Go to bed, please.
I've got a good
The grown-ups are fighting. Shields up. Help your superior. I don't believe you understand the situation, man. I'm superior. And now I can get the Reaper, Ruin, and Unlife aspects. And the Avatar of Dark. Which we can get by using the Avatar ability on an aspect of Dark? What? Okay, maybe that's not what I should have been paying attention to.
That was my plan.
Wait, what just detonated all of my hit points?
This was always the plan.
Nightmare aspect? Let's do this. Locus of Darkness, hit it. My lord, I'm sorry. Okay, so this aspect avatar thing rapidly loses HP as long as I've got it up. The decision was made. The Dark Temple sent their high priestess to the kingdom of Aethra. That night she traveled through the Great Desert. By dawn, she arrived at the castle where the royalty reside, and before the day is done, the kingdom will fall. Well, thank you for reviving me before I had to reset the whole bloody map. Let's save here in case that doesn't happen again. Reaper aspect. Unlife, Ruin, Avatar of Dark, Avatar of Death. I guess these might just be hidden in here. Dark aspect.
You thought of that? This was always the plan.
The Reaper is near, Ruin for all, Unlife after death. Reed sells equipable items you can purchase with gold. You wear these items in your equipment, which is a separate inventory from your aspects. The Dark awaits. You can only change your equipment while in the hub.
I've got a good
Okay.
feeling about this. That was my plan.
So this demo has 2 levels. Water and Nature. Enter a circle to begin.
How will this benefit me?
Wait, where did all of my aspects go?
This was always
I guess they're on the floor now.
I'll play along.
I hear the summons.
So we've got dented shield for armor, helmet, breastplate.
My
What
work
will
is not
Do
done.
you seek me help?
So I don't buy them from greed, I buy them from this town thing. And what kind of items do I want? I was complaining about mana, right? So I should get this cloak, which gives max HP and max mana.
The
And I do
eternal
still
beckons.
feel like I might be pretty squishy. What if I just buy this again? Is that wrong? And I'll save the rest.
Mortal. That was my plan. I've got a good feeling about this.
So what else can I do? Oh, so I can switch my inventories here. Okay.
Play along.
Let's bring out the other 3 aspects. Actually, we haven't even looked at the dark aspect. So dark aspect is that Locus of Darkness thing. Now we've got Reaper aspect. Execution deals 70 damage and inflicts permanent death mark, which makes them take more damage when under half health, and they'll get executed if their HP falls below 25%. Unlife aspect, I can summon lesser skeleton warriors, which heal things when they die, and if they're corpses I can get more skeletons. Pillar of Ruin deals 100 damage over 2 seconds and inflicts 5 ruin, which is a permanent damage per second. And let's see what the creatures are from these. So this is a Decayer, which deals that permanent damage over time, ruin instead of damage.
You thought
Let's
of
just go in here, since we're going to need to lose some guys to get some guys.
I've
Here.
got a good feeling about this.
That's concerning.
Play along. I've got a good feeling about
Let's
this.
just pretend that doesn't matter.
That was
And we've got Trents and Wisps. Looks like there's some mana drain going around. Let's blast him.
That was
Okay, that seems pretty excellent.
what, mortal? I've got a good
Not sure if this ruin thing is good or bad.
always the
I'm not really sure how to evaluate that stuff. But the actual direct AoE from Pillar of Ruin seems very good. There's a lot of just like permanently messing with units here, which is very ambitious.
plan. The eternal night beckons. You thought of that?
And we lost one guy, so let's get the unlife aspect. That is a skeleton mage, which is ranged. Attacks inflict unending death for 4 seconds. Enemies that die under its effect will spawn a lesser skeleton for 40 seconds. When a lesser skeleton dies, it heals 50 HP for the most damaged ally in an 800 area. And when it hits a boss, I have a 10% chance to get a skeleton. Okay. So let's throw out this Raise Dead. Let's do the AoE Ruin thing. Keep blasting that out. I want to see more and more problems.
My work is not done. How will this benefit?
And let's just keep pushing forward
This was always the plan.
as long as we've got
That
Thorn's
was my
aspect.
plan.
What's that?
You thought of that? I'll play along.
So this gives me the ability to summon a Thorn Field, which deals damage and inflicts minus speed.
Benefit me.
Interesting.
Got a good feeling about this. This was always the plan.
This map feels really interesting so far. I'm not sure
It was my plan.
like how to evaluate things, what's good, but the abilities are really cool.
That was my plan. I'll play along. I've got a good feeling about this.
Whoa, that guy just vanished. This whole Reaper thing seems quite strong.
Always the plan. That was my plan.
Now this looks like
You
the
thought of that?
boss area.
This was always the plan. I've got a good feeling about this.
Part of the forest.
What?
Okay. That looks like a boss to me. It's got a lot of hit points, and it's got the ability to
How will this benefit me?
gesture menacingly at me.
Hate resorting to violence. That was my plan.
So, is there max ruin stacks on that guy? I feel like probably, right? So I should switch and start doing this thing,
I've got a
which will inflict the permanent debuff, and then I probably want to be spamming the unlife stuff.
always the plan. That was my plan.
There's an unlife aspect, a void aspect. Lots of random aspects just end up on the floor here. Not sure what the purpose of those is. Thorns aspect, let's send this out. And let's summon the Reaper guy. I don't think we've seen that one. Thorns gives us the Spirit of Barbs, which has Thorns aura.
The eternal night beckons.
And
What, mortal?
it stacks up and stacks up the more Spirits of Barbs I've got. Looks like the enemies are stacking out of control while I'm doing this.
Was my
But that's nothing a bit of AoE can't fix, I hope.
This was always the plan.
Let's start manufacturing the skeleton mages.
This was always the plan. I've got a good feeling about this.
There's so many ads now. I should have been focusing instead of thinking about, like, future plans. What will turn the tide? Will this turn the tide? Let's become the Thorns avatar. I'm now a keeper of nature. Summon the trend. Sprout a flower. Unleash the thorns. Screw darkness, I'm I'm now nature. Nature is my new best friend. I wonder if this ever goes away at any point. Keep doing thorns. Keep flowering. Okay, now we're back to being our usual extremely squishy self. Okay, so I need to get rid of these things to stop the ads from spawning.
You thought that? I'll play along. This was always the plan.
At this point, the answer might just be avoid until the ruin kills the boss. And these tree seeds. Yeah, so this would have been way easier if I'd just controlled the spawning of these ads by taking out the actual spawners. But unfortunately, I have not done this.
I must hunt soon. You thought that? I'll play along. I've got a good
But I really just needed to survive. Thank you, Ruin.
I'll play along.
Sprout restores 30 mana when picked up, and I can use Spawn Trent on it to get more Trents. Interesting.
Feeling about this. The eternal night.
Let's just spam out more thorns, people. This is a really interesting and unique system that this map's got going on,
I must hunt soon.
with all of the summoning and the different aspects having a inventory customizable
Always the plan.
limit. Okay, so that was not the final boss of the area. That was just like a mid-boss.
How will this benefit me? I've got a good feeling about this. That was my plan.
Let's cycle the ruin back in, since we are out of the
I'll play along.
boss has all stacks of ruin on it already zone. And we can just have these guys run in front while we do damage from the back. Since I remember these do 50% damage plus the attack damage of all Spirit of Barbs combined. So if I have 5 of these, every Thorns hit is 50 damage.
This
I'm
was
assuming
always
that's how it
the
works. Yeah, look at that. The Trents just disintegrate when they hit these. And what are these Dryads doing?
plan.
I don't get you.
Violence. I've got a good feeling about this. You thought of that?
And now they're just fleeing.
Night beckons.
What is happening? So one of them dropped a healing flower. That lets me summon fairies and cast Flower of Life. Alright, let's drop this. Bloom aspect. I guess we'll find out what the fairy does later. There's some tree mothers up there.
I've got a good feeling.
Are we going to spiral up to there now?
This was always the plan. That was my plan. I'll play along. I'll play along. I've got a good feeling about this. You thought of
Alright, unleash this.
was always the plan. That was my plan. That was my
Does this work? Worth a shot.
thought of that. I've got a good feeling about this.
Let's focus down this Dryad.
Work is not done.
And, okay, we lost the Thorn Spirit, so that means we can explore these fairies now.
I'll play along.
Okay, so that attacks allies, and the attacks heal them. Interesting.
Was always the plan.
So that will hold my line of Thorn Spirits together. And this is apparently the build I'm doing now.
This was always the plan. You thought of that? I've got a good feeling about this.
Wait, is this Dreadlord Jaina's voice lines? Could be.
Eternal night beckons. You thought of that? This was always the plan. I've got a good feeling about this.
cool that the AI is smart enough to auto-attack its allies to do that healing. And there's a bunch of Thorns aspects. Wait, do the aspects drop when the summoned creatures die? That would make a lot of sense. Blast this. Everything will be ruined forever. These abilities feel so powerful. It also looks like I've got a huge pile of gold, so I should have a lot to work with for that next mission. Let's take out the healing flowers. And we just need to push through, see if we can get to the tree mothers. Let's ruin this tree mother. I've got this. I want to save it because, you know, too good to use syndrome. Actually, I'm just going to run up here and start burning down that tree mother. We have got to just get rid of these tree mothers. Let's unleash the thorns to stop these guys from getting to us while we do that. Unleash this here. This fight is going places. Not me winning, but places. Maybe this is the point where I have to hit the avatar. Because there's 2 more tree mothers up there. Yeah, okay, this is pretty bad. Unlife, let's do this. Raise dead. Execution. Pillar of Ruin. Just spam it all out. We've got insane mana as long as we're in this form. Do all the damage. Inflict all of the pain. I want to see no survivors. It is inherently freaky having a health-limited transformation like this. I always feel like I'm just going to drop dead instead of detransforming. Nature of the beast, I suppose. Let's swap in this dark aspect for a bit. We haven't played with it that much. Oh, and we never actually tried this. Dark Cloud. Gains invisibility when not attacking for 2 seconds. When not visible, also has 70 HP regeneration. And gains up to 40 backstab damage. Sick. That actually would have been really good to have at the start of this, because I could just have this go invisible and assassinate the tree mothers. And this is stuck permanently attacking a healing flower. Let's fix that. What are you, a teleporter? It says teleporter, but can I trust that? Can I trust anything in this world? One way to find out. Alright, everyone. Let's explore. Ah, that is a lot of nature. Drop a save here. Hello, Talia, the Princess of Nature. I dislike you. You know why? Because you keep shooting me. He's ignoring all of my summons and just targeting me. All roses have thorns. Oh, and that's a big blasty. Love that for her. But I hate that for me. Surprisingly, these guys seem to be still alive. Probably because she keeps shooting me instead of my summons. Let's just sit here, have the fairy heal me up. She's doing a thing. Dodge that. Let's send out these guys. So they've got lifesteal. And then you can throw this out, and maybe that'll get something done. Fairy to keep healing me. Let's summon more nightmare guys. Let's summon more nightmare guys. What is she doing? Ooh. Ouch. Just exploded that shadow guy. What is this? What is this? Dodge it. We might be here for a bit. Let's summon more guys. We need to check this. Are there any? Yes, there we go. There's mother trees. We need to get rid of these. So let's knock this thing out. What? The range on this woman. How impudent. Nature's well. Yeah, I don't like that. I'd prefer it if nature did not have a well. Shit, 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 shit. Okay, I have got to get fairies. I need healing. And somehow I still have units in here. Let's go take out this thing, the Tree of Thorns. Okay. Didn't see the indicator for that coming. Yep, pretty clearly mines there. I don't like that. Let's throw out those slopes of darkness. Oh, and this just explodes. Cool. I shouldn't question that. Send out the dark aspects. The dark clouds. Whoa. I don't want anything to do with that. Whatever that is. Oh, and she's targeting me again. Great. Move, move. You're blocking. Blocking, blocking. Oh. Oh, and this thing's back now, of course. My problems never stay solved, do they? But Talia is still ruined, so as long as I keep doing this nonsense, she will still be taking damage. And I don't like being close to her because she doesn't just shoot me. Let's blast through this with the ruin. Actually, let's send these guys to fight the boss.
How will this benefit me? This was always the plan.
While we go over here and engage with nature as well.
The eternal night beckons. You thought of that? Oh, I hate resorting to violence.
We've got to keep eyes on Dolphia at all times because, you know, this boss likes to target spells onto her, like that one.
Feeling about this.
And now I dare say it's time for some... let's do the unlife one.
Was my plan.
Hell yeah. Experience all of this nonsense. I want you to suffer. I want you to feel the Reaper. Experience pain. Thank you.
Is not
Our
done.
forces are under attack.
I've got a
How
good
did I
feeling
fail?
about this.
Well, you see,
What
you kept
mortal?
giving me indicators for where your attacks were going to land.
I'll play along.
Well, that was cool.
What mortal? My
And it looks
work
like
is not
one
done.
fairy
The
survived.
eternal night beckons.
How valiant. Get these dark guys, since they do seem to have an exceptional ability to survive.
How will this benefit me?
And now I can get nature items as well. So we've got a huge amount of money. Plus nature magic. Interesting. Aldrich's sword does... that would almost double my damage. I think we do want to angle into just like high expense items because we've got a ton of money and we're never seeing this shop again. Let's get this thing for attack damage. Let's...
What mortal?
Is this good? I'm going to act like it's good. And then this thing is a lot of damage, but I don't want speed down, so I'm going to avoid that. Protector's Carving.
My
I would
work
like
is
to have
not
healing
done.
that doesn't rely on me getting shot by fairies.
What you be craven?
And what
I
else?
must hunt soon.
I think we take the 60% Thorns Aura.
How will this benefit me? The eternal night beckons.
So now there's one more area left, and it is the water zone,
Night beckons.
the Aqua Adventure.
I must hunt soon. I've
We've
got
got Murlocs, we've got Makra, and we've got Water Elementals. And I've got Pain. I imagine this will probably be easier than the first one, unless it's scaled up somehow.
That was my plan. You thought of that?
So let's see what's down here.
I've got a good
It
feeling
is
about this.
Murlocs.
My work is not done.
You're a shaman.
How will this benefit me? I'll play along. That was my plan. This was always the plan. You thought of that? What
Huh, I seem to be losing frames.
plan? The eternal night beckons. You thought of that?
Concerning.
This was always the plan.
Yeah, what are we at here? 30 FPS.
Good feeling about this.
Okay, yeah, we are not doing great when it comes to frames. Good lord.
I've got a good feeling.
But I'm scared that if I save load this, it won't work when I load it.
I'll play along.
This is kind of horrible, though.
You thought of that? That was my plan.
So what changed? Is it the items? Is something about this zone cursed?
Good feeling about this.
Step back.
Was my plan.
Oh my god, why?
This was always the plan.
Ah. Yeah, this is unplayable.
I'll play alone.
I don't know what I've done wrong here, but I'm going to try save loading and see if that fixes it. Okay, we're back. I cheated my way back to here, so I haven't done the nature area yet, but I also haven't done the water area yet, and I've got the same items I did at the start of the nature area, so let's see if we can run it from here and have it work.
I must hunt soon. You thought of that? What, mortal?
My summons appear to be somewhat malfunctioning.
My work is not done. I've got a good feeling about this. This was always the plan.
Unleash the void, guys.
Thought of that? This was always the plan. I've got a good feeling about this. That was my plan.
So this does mean I'll be doing this without any of the nature stuff, but I'm worried if I go through the nature zone too, I'll have the same issues I did last time, where I just lost all of my frames.
That was my
I do not know what caused that,
I have such plans for you.
and
A good feeling.
I would like to learn in controlled situations that are not, like, this one.
What, mortal?
If I learn it all, I would like it to be after this, when I get a message from Delitaru explaining what the hell I've done.
This was always the plan. I've got a good feeling about this.
Let's blast this group apart. The Decayer, I'm not convinced the Decayer is good, since unless I want a ruin source without spamming out Pillar of Ruin,
Always the plan.
which I don't know, maybe that is what I want in life,
Work is not done.
but I don't feel like it.
You thought of that? That was my plan.
And that gets us our last aspect. We are still missing some levels though, so we're not going to be at our true peak potential until we kill a bit more stuff.
I've got a good feeling about this. What, mortal?
Great, Water Elemental, you don't seem that great.
You thought of that? That was my plan.
Having these guys just auto-recover as soon as we're out of combat is really nice.
I've got a good
We'd love to see it.
My work is not done.
I'm going to switch this into the Reaper aspect so I can just murder guys like that. Definitely feel like I get too good to use with the avatar thing. I should be burning it more frequently. Perhaps even on cooldown.
My work is not done.
But I'm not going to follow that advice because if you haven't noticed by now, I'm not very smart. Water seal,
Hunt soon.
as opposed to the legendary land seals.
That was my plan. This was always the plan. How will this benefit me? I'll play alone. You thought of that? I've got a good feeling about this. What, mortal?
Very expendable summons here, for the most part, but it does take some time to recover them. So actually, I'm going to pull these guys back, so just so I can do DPS time with her, instead of having to just spam out summons. with all this damage that this hero does. Depths aspect. Alright. Let's have a look at this thing. So the ability is Whirlpool. Inflicts drowning, which reduces speed by 15%, and pulls things to the center, does damage. But that's flashy.
I've got a good feeling about this.
And we got a teleporter here. But this just sends us back to where we started. So we need to release that seal, and I assume, yeah, there's another seal over here. And if we release both of these, we should be able to get through that door. I see how this works. That feels pretty strong. Maybe it was just the quality of the enemies, though. Let's try it on these guys. Yeah, they are just getting sucked into the hole. And as soon as one of these guys dies, I'll try out the summon. Because Deep Hydra sounds like it's going to be cool. These guys are so easy to keep alive, though. It might just be when I get my next slot from leveling up to actually do the Hydra. So let's bust through this group. Just to inflict the AoEs, please. Blast them, now that they're all, like, compacted. Oh, there goes a Dark Cloud. Let's try out this Hydra. Hydra Bite. Attacks have a 20% chance for each of the other two heads to bite a random target in front. The left head inflicts poison damage, and the right head has lifesteal. This seems cool. I'm not sure if it's good. Let's execute that guy. Perish. And that should be that door open. And I assume we get another teleport? Yeah, here we go. And the health regen on these Hydras is pretty good, which makes sense, they are Hydras. And this is the Sea Witch from Nerissa's Brood. And she's summoning some Murlocs and things. The tide turns. Alright, let's go aspect mode. And we can just run out all of our abilities. Spam it, spam it, spam it. This is our big moment. If there was ever a time to do burst damage. And now I leave before I get a detailed reminder of my own frailty. Just keep summoning the Hydras, just keep summoning the Hydras. Blah blah, tides, blah blah, you're almost dead, girl. Fear the inevitable. And that gets us the flow aspect. Okay. Target an ally to heal it for 450 HP. Target the ground. Does that self-target? Hell yeah. Target the ground to summon a water seed that will cast it on the first nearby ally that drops below 50% HP. Oh, so I can queue these up in case I start taking a ton of damage. And the summon is going to be a water sprite, which, when attacking, it transfers up to 10% of current HP to another friendly unit nearby. That is very disposable. Oh, I guess we're just going directly to Narissa, huh? Well, hit her with the everything, I guess. Kinda thought I'd have a little bit of a chance to get XP and get my 5th summon slot before this, but guess today is not that day. Seems like the sprite is keeping all of the hydras alive. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, I was right to get out of the way of that. That looked pretty painful. Glad it didn't hit me. Water's hate. Shoot it? I don't want to find out what happens if that touches me. So I guess I just got these now. Well, they don't seem to be dying, so that's alright. Water's love. Okay, I assume that heals the boss if it touches, so I'm just going to not learn if it does that. Let's just keep spamming this whirlpool thing out. Narissa, use at half health. We're doing it, we're doing the thing. Let's find out what the water avatar does. So we can spam this. We can spam Veil of Water. We can Tidal Wave. When Tidal Surge is inflicted twice, an explosion occurs. Cool. And I'm going to use the heal as a self-heal so that I can hopefully stay in this form just a little bit longer. And now it's time to go hide from reality. And surprisingly, no one died. Let's just cast spells, cast spells. I do think I want to go Reaper aspect for a little bit, just so I can run out the Reaper execution thing. I think that'll be good when I'm trying to finish off the boss. All those rune stacks, and there we go.
This was always the plan.
Will bring doom to us all. Yeah, that's the idea.
You thought of that? I must hunt soon. My work
Okay,
is not
sweet.
done.
And that gives us
What, mortal?
Depths aspect, Tide aspect.
How will this benefit me?
Oh, so this is the one that gives us the Tidal Wave. And lets us summon a Tide Elemental, which has bouncing attacks that inflict Tidal Surge. Interesting, interesting. Alright. I'm going to go do the nature half of this again completely legitimately, and then we'll come back and watch the ending together. Okay, hi, we're back. I completely legitimately killed. Thank you for playing my map I submitted for Mapocalypse 2025. Thanks to PyScythe for hosting this event, anyone who played my map, and everyone who participated in the event. Hope to see you all next year. I hope to see you too next year. Looks like we get to see all of our things.
I must hunt soon.
Oh, we never got to try the summon from this. Quick, execute this person. Let's look at the final summon. But yeah, really cool way to structure a map and hero abilities. So this is just a beef guy that taunts and gains armor and regen per enemy taunted. That's really cool. Really good custom ability work here.
The eternal night
This map gives a lot of flexibility in how you approach things and thinking, okay, what spells do I want at any given time? Can I swap around spells in combat? Which summons should I be using? There's a lot to think about here, and I think that's really important when you're doing an RPG map, so good job. Signing off.